Hello and welcome to the One Shot General Study series. In this series, we are discussing in brief about all the general studies aspects of different states in India. So this is our third session in this series, and till now we have discussed about the general studies in one shot of the state of Telangana and the state of Andhra Pradesh. In this third session, we will be discussing about the general studies or general studies pointers regarding the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, so in today's session, we will discuss about the location of the state, a brief history of the state, starting from ancient to chronological history of the state, starting from the ancient to the modern times till the establishment of the modern day or present day Tamil Nadu. Then we'll discuss the culture. In culture, we will discuss mainly the festivals, the dances, the cultural dances, the folk dances. Then we discuss about the puppetry, okay, which is an art form. Okay. Then after that, we'll discuss about the geography of the state in brief. Okay, the physiography, the major rivers, the major water bodies, then the major minerals. Then we'll discuss about the agriculture, main agriculture produce of the state, and finally we'll discuss about the state symbols. Okay, now Tamil Nadu as a state, it comprises of 38 districts. So let's begin. So it comprises of 38 districts covering an area of around 130 1,30,060 square kilometer. Okay. Politically, it is one of the most important states in India because it sends a lot of the political representation of Tamil Nadu is very high. Okay, so talking about the political representation of Tamil Nadu. Okay, so the legislature in Tamil Nadu is a unicameral. Okay, there is unicameral legislation, that is, it has only the legislative assembly. And this legislative assembly, the total strength of the assembly is 234 members. Okay, so the strength of the legislative assembly of the state of Tamil Nadu is 234 members. Tamil Nadu sends the representation of Tamil Nadu in the parliament. Okay, so in the Lok Sabha, Tamil Nadu sends 39 member of parliaments. In Lok Sabha, the number is 39 MPs. Okay, so that's the fifth highest in the country. Okay, after Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Bihar, then there is Tamil Nadu. The representation of Tamil Nadu in Rajya Sabha is of 18. 18 member of parliaments Tamil Nadu sends in the Rajya Sabha. Okay. Discussing about the location of Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu lies on the peninsular India and it is surrounded by or it forms a land boundary with three states in the country, particularly the state of Karnataka, the state of Andhra Pradesh, and state of Kerala. So Tamil Nadu shares land boundary with three different states, that is Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. And within the Tamil Nadu, we have the enclaves of the Union Territory of Puducherry as well. Okay. And on the east, it is uh, bounded by the Bay of Bengal. Okay, and in the south, the Indian Ocean. Then a brief history of Tamil Nadu. So the earliest known period of Tamil history, okay, or that we know of comes from the Sangam era or the Sangam literature. Okay, Sangam era was from 3rd century BCE. Okay, so Sangam period was from 3rd century BCE to 3rd century CE. Okay, approximately 500 600 years, that was the period of the Sangam era. The Sangam era was followed by the first important dynasty of the in the region of Tamil Nadu, that is the Pallavas. Okay, so Pallavas established the kingdom. Okay, and the Pallavas then ruled from 3rd century to 9th century CE. Okay, the rule of Pallavas was from 3rd century to 9th century CE, approximately 600 years. Okay. So the southern states of India were under the hegemony of Cholas, Chedas, and Pandyas for centuries. The Pallavas were one of the first kingdoms which held supremacy from about second quarter of the 4th century AD till the 9th century. And the Pallavas, they were the originators of the famous Dravidian style of temple architecture. Okay, so the Dravidian style of temple architecture was introduced, okay, or it originated during the Pallava era, during the era of Pallavas. The last Pallava ruler was Aparajita, in whose reign the later Cholas under Vijayala and the Aditya, they asserted themselves by about 10th century. Okay, so after the decline of the Pallavas, okay, every kingdom, every dynasty faces a decline. So after the decline or of the Pallavas, the Cholas, okay, or we call them the imperial Cholas, they asserted themselves in the region. Okay, and that was by the later half of the 9th century or the 10th century. By 10th century, they established themselves. Okay, at the end of the 11th century, Tamil Nadu was ruled by several dynasties like the Chalukyas, Cholas, and Pandyas. Okay, and in the 2 centuries that followed, after that, the imperial Cholas gained paramountcy over the South India. Okay, so after Pallavas came the Cholas. Okay, uh, the Cholas, Chalukyas, and Pandyas, and after that, it was the Cholas who became the supreme power. Okay, they consolidated power across the South India. Okay, and even expanded in the Southeast Asia. Okay, and thereby they were known as the imperial Cholas because they expanded their reign. Okay, then when we enter the medieval period, the Muslims they gradually strengthened their positions after the Cholas, after the imperial Cholas. The Muslims they start to strengthen their position on the Chola territories, which led to the establishment of the Bahmani Sultanate, which we have discussed when we were discussing about the Andhra Pradesh history. Okay, so the Bahmani Sultanate was the first prominent Muslim Sultanate in the peninsular India. Okay, and it was established by the middle of the 14th century parallel to the contemporary to the Bahmani Sultanate. Okay, at the same time there was the Vijayanagar kingdom. Okay, which was also gaining prominence. The Vijayanagar kingdom was also gaining prominence, and it quickly consolidated itself and extended its way over whole of the South Asia, South India. And at the close of the century, the Vijayanagar became a supreme power in the south. Okay, so during the reign of the Bahmani, the Bahmanis were mainly in the Deccan. Okay, and the Vijayanagar kingdom was mainly the most powerful kingdom in the peninsular India. Okay, but the Vijayanagar Empire it crumbled at the bottom of Talikota in 1564 when entire confederate forces of the Deccan Sultans. Okay, so there were repeated attacks from the Deccan Sultans, and they combined together. The Deccan Sultans they combined together and defeated the Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, and this was a period of tumultuous confusion. Okay, so many of the uh, powers were trying to assert themselves. There were a period of chaos and confusion. Okay, following the battle of Talikota, that is after the fall of the Vijayanagar Empire, there was confusion. During this time, European commercial interest had appeared, and they became rivals in the South India. Okay, so the Europeans they started to now come to the South India to our coasts, and they started to establish their trading centers or the factories. So the Portuguese came first, then the Dutch, French, and English. They came in quick succession and established trading centers known as factories. So the Europeans they came and they established trading centers at the coastal areas and declared them as factories. East India Company, okay, the British East India Company was established, which had established a factory in Masulipatam. Okay, so the British they established a factory, a trading center at Masulipatam. Now it is in Andhra Pradesh. That time it was uh, in the entire Madras region. So they established a factory in Masulipatam in 1611, and they gradually annexed territories by encouraging enmity among the native rulers. Okay, so their British policy of divide and rule, they then started to conquer the entire region. So Tamil Nadu was one of the first British settlements in India. So Tamil Nadu became the first one of the first British settlements in the country, and the British established the presidency. They established a presidency of Fort St. George. Okay. the British established the presidency of Fort St. George, and this was also known as the Madras presidency. Okay, so this presidency of the Fort St. George was one of the three presidencies that was established by the British. Okay, so three presidencies was first was the Bengal presidency, then Bombay presidency, and third was the Madras presidency. Okay. Now, the present day state of Tamil Nadu is a successor of the old Madras presidency, which covered the bulk of the southern peninsula in 1901. Okay. And the composite Madras state was later reorganized and the present day Tamil Nadu was formed. Okay. So the composite Madras state after the state reorganization, okay, in 1956, after the State Reorganization Commission has recommended establishing the states based on linguistic lines, in 1956, Madras state, okay, the present day boundaries of the Madras state were, or the state was established. And in 1969, okay, the state officially renamed it as Tamil Nadu. Okay. So it was in the year 1969 that the Madras state was officially renamed as Tamil Nadu. So that was a brief history of the present day Tamil Nadu or the nearby region. Now, discussing about the cultural aspect. So one of the most important cultural aspects are the festivals. Okay, so in Tamil Nadu, many of the famous local festivals are there. The most prominent one being the Pongal, which is a harvest festival that is celebrated by farmers in January. Okay, and in which they worship the sun, the earth, and the cattle as thanks for the bounteous harvest. Okay, so the Pongal is a harvest festival celebrated in January. Okay, so it is celebrated during the time of Lohri as well as the Makar Sankranti, just like the rest of the country. Then Pongal festival is followed by the Jallikattu bullfight. Okay, in some parts of the southern Tamil Nadu, there is the Jallikattu bullfight, and particularly the Elangalur, Elanganalur in Tamil Nadu is internationally famous for this Jallikattu bullfight. Then there is Chithirai festival in Madurai, which brings together a spectacular reenactment of the marriage of the Pandyan princess Minakshi to Lord Sundareshwara. Then there is the festival of Adi Perukku, okay, which is a festival celebrated on 18th day of the Tamil month Adi. Okay, the Adi Perukku is celebrated on the 18th day of the Tamil month of Adi on the banks of the rivers. Okay, it is marked by commencement of the new farming operations. Then there is Natyanjali Dance Festival, the Mahamagam Festival, the Kanturi Festival, which is a secular festival that is devotees they flock to the shrine of Saint Qadirwali. Okay, so it's mainly a Muslim tradition or a Muslim festival in which the people they go to the shrine of the saint, and one of the descendants of the saint is chosen as peer or the spiritual leader. Okay. Then there is Velankanni Church Feast, which is a Christian festival. Okay, it's a 10-day festival that is held in the Velankanni Shrine Basilica of Our Lady of the Health in Nagapattinam every year. Then there is Navaratri festival, okay, which is a festival of 9 nights, which takes unique and different forms in different states of India. So the festival of Navaratri is celebrated across the country. And here the people they worship uh, goddess Shakti or Durga. Okay, the feminine energy is revered for power, wealth, and knowledge. Okay, then the festival of Deepavali, but in Tamil Nadu it is celebrated as the Karthigai Deepam. Okay, which is Tamil Nadu's festival of lights, which is the Karthigai Deepam, in which the rows of glittering earthen lamps are placed outside every home, and the people they burst firecrackers out of joy. Then Tamil Nadu is also famous for its classical dance, the oldest classical dance that is the Bharatanatyam. Okay, so it is a classical dance form originating in Tamil Nadu and is known for its combination of rhythmic steps, hand gestures, or the mudras, the different hand gestures or the mudras, and the facial expression. So it's a complete dance in itself. Okay, so it consists of the steps, the mudras, and the facial expressions. It is rooted in ancient Hindu traditions and the texts like the Natya Shastra and the Abhinay Darpana. Okay, so the two ancient texts, that is the Natya Shastra and the Abhinay Darpana. Okay, so The Bharatanatyam finds mention in these two texts. Okay, so it involves movements. It is performed with carefully choreographed and intense movements, including rhythmic footwork, precise hand gestures or the mudras, and expressive eye and head movements. That is the facial expressions. Then the storytelling. It is a powerful storytelling art form. So just like the other dances, many of the dances, this is a dance having a storytelling art form. Okay, and it can be performed by a single dancer who takes multiple roles. Okay, a style that is known as ikaharya. Okay, ikharya or the ikaharya is a form of Bharatanatyam in which a single dancer takes, or he or that she assumes. Okay, it's a female dance. She assumes multiple roles. Then there is performance structure. A traditional performance includes several parts, often starting with the invocation, moving through various pieces, and ending with the final item or the final piece. The music, the dance is accompanied by a live orchestra that is typically that includes a vocalist, a mridangam player, okay, a percussionist, and the violinist or a veena player, a flutist, and a cymbal player. Okay. Then after the classical dance, there are many of the popular folk dances in Tamil Nadu, starting with the Mayil Attam, in which women dancers they adorned with the peacock feathers. Okay, so they take the form of peacocks. Okay, and they pay homage to Lord Muruga by dressing as peacocks. Then there is Kai Silambu Attam, which is performed in temples during the Navratri or the Amman festivals. Then there is Karakattam, in which the rain goddess is praised through it, the ancient folk dance of Tamil Nadu. Then there is Kumi, okay, in which women standing in circle, they clap their hands and they clap their hands to the beats. Then Bhagavatam Nandanam, that is the life and the glory of Lord Vishnu in his various avatars, is depicted through the dance drama. It is performed at the Narsimha Jayanti and also during the Gokul Ashtami or Ram Navami. So this is a festival for Lord Vishnu, or it's a popular dance form or the folk dance that is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Then we have the Uila Attam, in which dancers perform this dance to narrate the mythological stories of Lord Murugan and Valli or Lord during the temple festivals. Okay. Then there is Kavadi Attam, which is performed only by men. Okay, Kavadi Attam is performed only by men. This dance involves the balancing of the parusai or teak wood poles on the pots of milk and groundwater. Then there is Karagam. The villages they perform this dance to honor the rain goddess and the river goddess, the rain goddess as well as the river goddess. Then we have the Kola Attam. This dance form is performed by women holding two sticks, okay, which are beaten to make a rhythmic sound. Then we have the Kuravanji, okay, Kuravanji festival dance form, which is a blend of folk and classical dance. It is used to be performed by the Devadasis in temples. So after these, some of these folk dances, we have the two major puppetry forms. Okay, first is the Pavai Kutu, which is a shadow puppetry. Okay. So this dance, the dance is performed with the help of the shadow puppets. So this dance spread across over 21 days, stages of the episodes of the Kamba Ramayana in Tamil. Okay, so it enacts. Okay, so during this Pavai Kutu, with the help of shadows, the shadow puppets, and dance, okay, the entire Kamba Ramayana is enacted. Then there is Bomalattam, which is characterized by puppet shows. It has puppets made up of cloth, woods, and leather. So it's also with showcases stories from Puranas, epics, and folklore. Okay, and they are enacted in an entertaining mode for kids as well as for the adults. Then, after discussing the history and culture of Tamil Nadu in brief, let's let's discuss the geography and particularly the physiographic divisions of the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, so broadly speaking, Tamil Nadu, there are four major physiographic zones in the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, starting with the Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, the plateaus, as well as the coastal plains. So Tamil Nadu is a state that has both the Western Ghats as well as the Eastern Ghats. So Western Ghats, a range of high hills run along the state's western border. So here we have the Western Ghats on the state's western border, and the Eastern Ghats are coming like this. Okay, where it meets Kerala. Okay, on the western side, the mountain range effectively blocks much of the rain-bearing clouds of the southwest monsoon. And notable hills in this area include the Nilgiris in the north and Annamalai, Palini, and Cardamom hills in the south. Then there is Eastern Ghats, which is a broken line of lower hills. So the height of the hills in Eastern Ghats is lower as compared to the Western Ghats. Okay. So they run through states central as well as northern parts, the central part of the state as well as the northern part of the state. And they are locally known as the Javadi, Kalrayan, and the Shevaroy Hills. Then there is plateau located between the Eastern and Western Ghats. So this area between the Eastern and Western Ghats, it has a plateau. This region has an elevation of around 150 to 600 meters above the sea level. Then the most fertile part, which is the coastal plains. So the flatlands stretch from the Pulicat Lake in the north. So we have the Pulicat Lake in the north. Um, and they are further divided into the northern plain, the fertile Kaveri Delta, as well as the southern plain. So we have the southern plain, the Kaveri Delta, as well as the northern plain. Then the important rivers and water bodies. So Kaveri River is the most significant river. The river Kaveri is the most significant river which originates in the western Ghats of Karnataka and flows through Tamil Nadu before draining into the Bay of Bengal, and it forms a very large and fertile delta. Okay, it is agriculturally very fertile. Then there is Palar River, which originates in Karnataka, flows through Andhra Pradesh and enters Tamil Nadu before draining into the Bay of Bengal. Then we have the Vaigai River, okay, which flows eastwards from the inland hills and is crucial for the city of Madurai. Then we have Tambraparni River, which is a perennial river that originates and ends entirely within the state of Tamil Nadu. So this Tambraparni River, Tambraparni River, is it wholly lies within the state of Tamil Nadu. Then we have the Kuduthurai, which is a holy place at the confluence of Kaveri, Bhavani, and the mystic Amuda rivers near the Erode, near the city of Erode. Okay, just like we have a confluence, a holy confluence of rivers at the Prayagraj. Okay, so this is a holy place having confluence of the Kaveri, Bhavani, and a mystic Amuda river. Then we have the coastal wetlands. Okay, on the eastern coast we have the coastal wetlands having important lagoons and estuaries, including the Pulicat Lake and the Mudhupeti Lagoon, Muthupetai Lagoon. Then discussing the agriculture outputs of the state of Tamil Nadu. So the major crops here, so the principal food crops include paddy, millets, and pulses. Okay, so the important food crops include paddy, millets, and pulses. Paddy is the predominant crop. The commercial crops include sugarcane, cotton, sunflower, coconut, cashew, chilies, gingerly, as well as the groundnut. Okay, so these are the commercial crops. And then there are plantation crops like tea, coffee, cardamom, and rubber that are mainly found in the Western Ghats area. Okay, because it has rich, Tamil Nadu is also famous for its rich forests also. Okay, so the forest produce are timber, the sandalwood, pulpwood, and fuel wood. Okay. Now, please note that we have not covered the environment aspects and the protected areas and the important species related to the state of Tamil Nadu in this session, because we have a dedicated playlist in which we have discussed about all the important protected areas of the entire country state-wise. Okay. So please go and check that playlist out. Then the mineral wealth in the state of Tamil Nadu, it has mainly granite, lignite, as well as limestone. So these three are the most prominent or most dominant or most found minerals in the state of Tamil Nadu. Then talking about the GI tag products, so there are 69 GI tag products. So quite it's feasible. It's quite unfeasible for us to remember all the 69. Just we can remember the current ones, or the recently declared ones. And please note that this count of 69, this is second highest in the country. Okay, so following the state of Uttar Pradesh, which has 79 GI tag products. Okay, the state of Tamil Nadu has 69 GI tag products. Then no discussion is complete of any state without its state symbols. So Tamil Nadu has 6 important state symbols, starting from the state animal, state bird. Okay, it has state butterfly, state tree, state fruit, as well as state flower. Okay, so the state animal is the Nilgiri tar. The Nilgiri tar is an ungulate which is endemic to the Nilgiri hills in the Western Ghats and is found in the southern portion of the Western and Eastern Ghats in the state of Tamil Nadu and Kerala in southern India. It is the state animal of the state of Tamil Nadu. Then we have the state bird, which is the emerald dove. So the emerald dove is widespread resident breeding pigeon native to the tropical as well as subtropical parts. So it's a uh, native breeding pigeon. Okay, it is found in tropical and subtropical parts of the Indian subcontinent and the Southeast Asia. Then Tamil Nadu is one of the few states in India to have officially declared a state butterfly. Okay, that is the Tamil yeoman. Okay, the Tamil yeoman, a beautiful yellow colored or orange colored, saffron colored type of butterfly. That is Tamil yeoman is a species of nymphalid butterfly which is found across the forested areas of tropical Sri Lanka and India. Okay, so this Tamil yeoman butterfly is found in Sri Lanka, the tropical areas of Sri Lanka, as well as the tropical areas of India, mainly the tropical forests. Okay, it is the state butterfly of the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Then we have the state tree. Okay, that is the palm tree. Okay, so palm or the Palimbra or the palm tree is the state tree of the Tamil Nadu, and its leaves were being used for manuscripts. Okay, and two split trunk being used as a roof joints. Okay, the palm tree has been an integral part of the Tamil life. Therefore, it has been declared as the state tree. Then we have the state flower, which is Gloriosa lily. Okay, the state flower of the Tamil Nadu is the Gloriosa lily or the glory lily. Okay, so it is the glory lily is the state flower of the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, and it is also known as the flame lily. Okay, so glory lily or flame lily. Okay, is the scientific name is uh, Gloriosa superba. It is widely cultivated in 7 different districts of Tamil Nadu. Then finally, we have the state fruit. Okay, so the state fruit for the state of Tamil Nadu is jackfruit. Okay, jackfruit is a species of fig, mulberry, or breadfruit family. Okay, so it belongs to the uh, tree family, which also has members like the fig and mulberry. The scientific name is the Artocarpus heterophyllus. It is the state fruit of Tamil Nadu, and in in northern belt, we normally call it the kathal. Okay, so that was a brief discussion on the one short brief discussion on the general studies of the Tamil Nadu, in which we have discussed about the location, the polity, the history, the culture, the geography, as well as the state